From the 10th to the 12th of February 2015, members from the Middle East region of BKR International met for the second consecutive year following the initiation of this sub-regional meeting last year. Delegates met again in Dubai, representing member firms from Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. Proceedings commenced with a drinks reception at the Oberoi Hotel, allowing delegates to get reacquainted prior to the business sessions taking place on the following 2 days. BKR's EMEA Executive Director Stephen Hamlet was present throughout on behalf of BKR International and to chair the discussions. Stephen welcomed everybody to the meeting and started by presenting an update to the group on the association and in particular the EMEA region and its latest initiatives.
The main thing that I want to get out of these 2 days is to encourage people to look for opportunities to work closer together and just sort of seize what is out there and where BKR can help you.
Stephen Hamlet chaired the discussion sessions on working together within the Middle East region and beyond, how to leverage the BKR association, and common issues facing members in the region, including approaches regarding marketing, training, and services offered.
So the IAB, the International Accounting Bulletin, does a survey every year. It's done on the turnover of all of the members of the associations, and we're now at 1.4 billion in US dollars of the whole of the members in BKR, which meant we leapfrogged over AGN International from 6th place, and we're now in 5th place. So we're a top 5 association. You know what our goals are. From a BKR point of view, we want to expand where we have gaps and weaknesses in countries where we need to find resources for our members. We don't just try and put flags on the map. We actually look proactively in regions where we need, in countries where we need a resource. So we have BKR.com, BKR EMEA, which is where all the focus is for this region, and BKR where you'll learn a lot more about the firms in China that are coming on board and the new firms in that region.
Just prior to the Middle East sub-regional meeting, BKR member firm Kanan & Associates, based in Dubai, celebrated their 35-year anniversary with a reception for their clients and associates at the Oberoi Hotel in Dubai. Over 150 guests were treated to drinks and canapes either side of presentations by Adonis Kanan and his son Roy. It was an honour for BKR's Executive Director for EMEA, Stephen Hamlet, to also be invited to this very special event and to speak on behalf of the International Association.
It's our great honor to celebrate with you tonight our 35-year anniversary. Please enjoy the remainder of the evening, and I will now introduce my son Roy and Stephen Hamlet, who will give a brief summary of our firm and BKR International. Thank you.
Sayyidati wa Saadati, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, and of course, debits and credits. Welcome to our 35-year anniversary. It's a great honor to celebrate this momentous occasion with you all, and we look forward to carrying this positive momentum well into 2015 and over the next 35 years. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Stephen Hamlet, who is the Executive Director with BKR International for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. As Roy said, my name is Stephen Hamlet, and I act as the Executive Director for BKR International for the Europe, Middle East, and Africa region. BKR is now the 5th largest association. I was lucky to be at the league table ceremony last month in London, where we're now in 5th place. Our turnover of all our member firms has now reached 1.4 billion US dollars. We have approximately 160 member firms in about 75 countries, servicing in about 350 offices around the globe. And the EMEA region represents about 65 of those member firms. I'd firstly like to thank Adonis and Roy Kanan for inviting me to this special, prestigious event and congratulate them very much on reaching this milestone of 35 years. It's a great achievement. The EMEA region has grown substantially in the last 5 years. I remember when I first joined 5 years ago, we had about 50 firms. We now have, as I mentioned before, 65 firms, a growth of about 30%. We're really growing, and not only in the numbers, but the actual quality of the member firms that we have in the association. We're starting to recruit a lot of young members, a lot of ex-Big Four partners who've set up operations, set up their own partnerships, and these new young firms sit alongside a lot of long-standing members of BKR who've been with the association for many years, and some from the beginning of the association. We, BKR, celebrated our 25-year anniversary last year, had a big event in San Francisco. We'll talk a little bit about the Middle East. Where I sit in London, we hear about the ongoing conflicts in your region, but it's important that that does not overshadow the vital importance of your region as far as the business world is concerned. And particularly in the United Arab Emirates and Dubai, as we know, has become a leading commercial hub for a lot of international business. It's very important that we respect this region, and what I look after in Europe, Middle East and Africa is vital for our association. We're very proud of Canaan & Associates for being our member, and we look forward to many more years of involvement from Canaan & Associates as a strong and reliable resource for BKR International. So again, thank you very much for the invitation, and enjoy the rest of your night.